to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA.
The week is starting off right. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys,
Great vision, David. Thank you. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porter. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's George in at the point. And for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 2 spot. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Suns. Doncic dishes to George. Steve, we still have players settling into the new season. When you were playing, did you typically start fast, or did it take a while for you to kind of find your rhythm?
Kevin, I think you're like this. I played 14 years. Those first 8, I got off to great starts. Those last 6, oh, Lord, it looks like it was like my feet was in the sand. But usually you get going. The best time to really get going is at the end.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Floats it up for Murray.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis can't hit.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Walker the pass to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porter. Here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Murray against George. And finished off by Walker.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Outside, George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coach.
George against Murray. Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Mavericks leading by 9. DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Now the pass to DeRozan. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Nice D from Porzingis.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Murray, good.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. DeRozan with it. Hardaway picks him up. DeRozan's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 11.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Walker surveying the floor. Porzingis with the steal. Outside, George. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by George. And the Mavericks lead by 15. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
San Antonio calls timeout. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Johnson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Derek White's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Seth Curry in for Luka Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Mills. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The dish now to White. 44 seconds left in the first half. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. Curry with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Curry attacking, and the shot goes in. Curry's got 8 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
White dishes to Pirtle. Pass to Mills. Powell pulls it in.
That's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And it's George finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pirtle finds Mills. Hits it from three-point range. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The deep 3 from George. From beyond the arc and then some.
Always a threat Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Bojanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's George in at the point.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development. Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Here's George. That shot is off. And the Spurs going the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Murray, no good.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Pirtle with the steal. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Good. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
The deep three from George. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Murray against George. Murray dishes to Pirtle. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
And he continues to burn them.
.143 left in the third quarter. Fires at the elbow. Drained for 2 points. George has got 31 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Curry against White. Rubio outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Rubio against George. Rubio the pass to Pirtle. And it's sent back by George. And the basket by Rubio.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And George kicks to Curry. Looking for George. He gets it there. Back to Curry. Dallas moving the ball around. George double teamed, just 5 to shoot. And Curry the bucket on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Powell with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Here's George. They get it back. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. What a night. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Derek White is out there with Mills. Then it's Johnson, then it's DeRozan, and it's Pirtle in its center. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Johnson right side. Yep, it counts.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Mavericks leading by 18. George looking around. That one doesn't drop. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And it's George finishing it off.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
San Antonio calls timeout. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and how can you not guard him without being physical in return? Steph Curry, because he gets an opening shoot shot. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs trail by 15. Launches it. Mills can't hit. George against Murray. George passes to Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
This is where I like to see Porter spend more of his time looking for his shot in the painted area.
Porzingis against Aldridge. Outside, Walker fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's George, and it goes down 2 points. George has got 37.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Walker against Porter. To the inside. Here's Aldridge, and he lays it straight in.
The 7'5" wingspan. That's what makes Aldridge so difficult to stop inside.
Here's George. Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Pirtle, and he makes the first. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in, and both free throws good for Porzingis. Spurs trail by 19. Walker the pass to DeRozan. Back to Walker from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And George, here we go. And a wide open look for Porter. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Walker the pass to DeRozan. 1:41 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Aldridge out to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Dallas.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Pirtle finds Aldridge. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's George. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson comes in for Porter. And it's Wright in for Doncic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Mills from the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. It's tipped. Here's Carroll, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Mills looking it over. That free throw missing.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
So he comes up empty, missing both. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.